Hello everyone, Newcastle United have beaten Brentford by 4-2 on the last day of the season. We're nearly in Europe, but we're not yet.
And that's because we're going to Oceania.
You're going to Oceania, Australasia. What we're going to do, we've got the plan. We're going to a pub to do the last word, aren't we?
We are, because it's just everywhere around here. Brentford is just buildings, blocks galore, like apartment flats. So we're going to move, go to a pub, and he's going to wish me off to the promised land.
Yes, you're off to Australia tonight for the post-season tour, but Premier League first and foremost. We finished 7th, but the big team news today was no Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, it was him. Can we score goals without him? And quite clearly we did. But he is a miss. Let's not kid ourselves. But great to see Nick Pope, Fab Shea and Joe Linton start. I wanted the strongest side possible because I think we had something to play for today, and he did. I was pleased to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe Linton was a big one. Pope as well. I know some people have been particularly missing Nick Pope. Made a couple of good saves, but first 15 minutes we were awful. There's no two ways about that. We started the game really, really slowly, and Brentford had the ball in the net. I thought it was onside, but it wasn't.
First 10-15 minutes was nearly as bad as it might be, to be honest with you. Let's be honest.
I didn't see any just for men on the pitch today.
No, you know, sometimes you've just got to do these things for when you go abroad. But
do you?
Well, I do. Some kind of grey man.
I'm going abroad next week. You don't see me dying.
You're not in your late 30s. You will be soon. Yeah, you can.
I nearly swore heavily then. First 15 minutes, Brentford had the ball in the net, as I say.
Yeah.
What did you think? Because I didn't see player body language with these VAR decisions.
You can't see inside stadiums. You get the screen, thankfully, because in Old Trafford you didn't. You just said checking VAR, so I haven't seen it back. Obviously, we'll see it back on the when we get the pub and that and watch the highlights, but it must have been offside. We've just got to be the first.
We'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. But yeah, weathered the storm a bit, and after 15 minutes or so, Harvey Barnes with the header. Who'd have thought it? Put us a goal to the good. Floodgates kind of opened then, really, didn't they? And life was great.
Bruno with the cross. Harvey Barnes, of all people, thinking he's a centre forward, getting in between the two defenders, and then he 1-0 up. And obviously, don't get me wrong, they were still looking a little bit dangerous because Pope had to come up with a save as well. And then obviously, yes, you talked about the floodgates. The second and third goals come.
Well, straight after one after another, wasn't it? Once Murphy slotted home after great work from Isak down the left. Awesome. And then straight away, Isak goes and makes it 3-0 like that, and we thought it was game over, but it was a little bit more complicated than that in the end.
We did the second goal because I think the defender gets a toe on it and pushes him out wide, and it's a great low ball, and then it comes to Murphy's basically 6 yards. You've got to tap in, and then we score again there quickly straight after that. From the other end of the ground, I think the keeper has to do better for me because I don't know. It looked like it was straight at him, but again. Bruno, I think Murphy nicks the ball back and then passes it to Bruno, and Bruno plays him in. 3-0 at half time. You think this is easy, this great afternoon. The only thing that was that Chelsea wouldn't get beat.
Yeah, it is what it is with that in the end. Like Howe said before the game, concentrate on ourselves, and that's what happened today, and we got the win to finish 7th. We'll talk about the permutations about European football and whatnot later on in the last word. Second half again, like the first half, started really poorly, and Brentford got back into the game when really it should have been dead and buried.
Yeah, it's good second half with them starting off, had a chance, and then they scored from that. It was a great finish by that German Janelt, wasn't it? At the edge of the box, great finish. Their second goal it's a great goal. I'm struggling to pick faults at Visa for that.
How can you fault Wisa? He scored a goal.
It was a brilliant goal.
It was a brilliant goal, fair play, but wasn't a fan of it. Nerves ensued.
Yeah.
But
the thing is that when it's 3-2, everyone's got the phone down trying to get a signal, looking at Man United, because if Brentford will score again, it knocks me down.
Yeah,
at that stage, I think Man United scored and everyone was telling her.
Yeah, but thankfully everything worked out well in the end. Bit of confusion around VAR. I don't know what happened, but yeah. VAR.
Talk to me about VAR. Well, initially, from what I can see, it was Lewis Hall that went down because that was near us. Referee points to the penalty. We're all celebrating, think, right.
And no, there was, you know how like when a decision might get overturned, players are like, they'll maybe set up for a free kick, or they'll not. But everyone just thought it was a penalty. No,
it was Bremo, I think, and there was no arguments from him, and then VAR's looked at it. Obviously, again, we haven't seen the back, come straight out, and then it's a free kick, and for once, thankfully, it's kind of went Newcastle's favour because that free kick is palmed back out, and then there's Bruno who comes running over and does the celebration. I don't know if you've seen it on your end.
Yes, yeah, got a hat, didn't he?
He loves the hat.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, what a player. Just world-class players coming to the fore. You know, we got the job done. We need City to win the FA Cup, of course. We'll talk more in depth on the last word. We're going to go find somewhere to get a tasty beverage, and then you are off to Australia for the post-season tour. 2 games in Oz, one against Spurs, one against an A-League All-Star Dream Team. Is Curtis Good there? Who knows? I hope so. But yeah, excited, nervous?
Nervous about the flight, to be honest with you, because I've got to go to China 10 hours and then 9 hours down from there and 4 hours waiting time. So you'll see that in the vlog that I'm doing. So stay tuned for all the content for Australia.
He's going to do the last word in the airport as well.
He means editing.
Yeah, what else was I mean?
I'm not going to stand there for a microphone while people walk past us.
Good point. We're going to do the last word very shortly now after we find somewhere to have a drink, and then Lee's going to edit it. Where are you flying from? Heathrow?
Right.
There you go, Heathrow. So, yes, plenty more to come on the channel. But yeah, that's the headline. Newcastle beat Brentford by 4 goals to 2 and finished 7th in this season's Premier League. Stay tuned to NFTV.